feel like I said that really, really cheerfully. Hi guys, welcome to my first episode. Today I'm going to be talking about masks and why even once this pandemic is over, you should not throw out your face coverings. So, am I going to be talking about infectious disease in this video? No, I'm going to try and limit my discussion of COVID-19. We hear about that enough. This is going to be a discussion of atmospheric pollution, wildfires, and its effects on our health. As a disclaimer, I am not a medical doctor nor a public health expert. Nothing in this video should constitute medical advice. For the entire pandemic, I've had a bit of a, now overused running joke of I was into epidemiology before it was cool. And, this is an extension of that. I'm going to be talking about why I started wearing a mask in 2018 because I was made extra aware of the health effects of wildfire smoke and how this situation is just going to get worse. I grew up in Southern California and now live in Los Angeles after going away for university. Wildfires have always been a part of my life, and eventually I started noticing some personal health effects such as frequent sinus infections, bronchitis, or asthma symptoms during wildfire season. At this point, I was advised to start keeping N95 masks and cloth face coverings on hand for wildfires, and especially to use the N95 masks on days where the air quality has dropped significantly. At the time, the only mask I really used was this guy, which is an N95 mask with exhalation valves. Here are some pictures from Halloween 2019 and another selfie from later in that wildfire season when I was wearing this mask. One thing to note about this type of mask, especially with the exhalation valves when it comes to COVID-19, is that this is not recommended for infectious disease protection. This is because it does not stop the spread of disease. This mask will filter the air you breathe in, but it won't filter the air you breathe out due to the exhalation valves. So in that situation, you'll want to double mask. So you'll want to wear the N95 plus surgical masks over that because you want to have the valves covered. When I talk about N95 masks, I am also including KN95 and KF94 masks under that umbrella. They all approximately have the same level of effectiveness and work in similar ways. These masks are different classifications because they are tested in different countries. Now onto the harmful health effects of wildfire pollution and how wearing a mask will help protect your health. I feel like I said that really, really cheerfully. Wildfire pollution is most damaging to children, older adults, and individuals with certain conditions such as COPD, chronic bronchitis, diabetes, heart disease, and asthma. During wildfire season, there is an increased need for medical attention due to respiratory and cardiovascular conditions that are exacerbated by the pollution. This is seen through increased hospitalizations, increased doctor visits, increased emergency room visits, and increased medication refills at pharmacies. Globally, wildfires are expected to have caused hundreds of thousands of deaths annually due to the negative health effects of pollution. Currently, we are in a situation where wildfires are increasing in size, frequency, and intensity due to, climate change. Overall, spring and summer temperatures are increasing, resulting in snow melting earlier, which results in the dry period starting earlier and extending over a longer period of time. These high temperatures, dry conditions, and the resultant drought is becoming more common, and land becomes more vulnerable to wildfires due to these favorable conditions. To the wildfires. Not for humans, no. Because of the favorable fire condition, fires are increasing in size, intensity, and resistance to firefighting efforts. This results in an increase in wildfire smoke proliferation, which can threaten the health of people living even thousands of miles away from the fire itself. Within the wildfire smoke itself, the most common pollutant is particle pollution. This is the visual component of wildfire smoke that you see emanating from the fires. It is also what caused San Francisco to turn orange last autumn. And other areas of California regularly see the change in colors, and due to the presence of a lowered air quality, sometimes it can be really cool because it makes for cool pictures though. If we have nothing else, the air is killing us, but it looks cool because everything looks like it has a filter over it. In addition to particle pollutants, wildfire smoke contains gaseous pollutants, most notably carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides, and in combination with the particle pollutants, this drastically reduces the air quality and causes poor health outcomes. From here, these particle pollutants will embed themselves in your lungs, which will either worsen existing health conditions or cause poor health conditions that will then be worsened by future fire. However, you can protect yourself from particle pollutants by, guess what? Wearing a mask. An N95 mask is designed to filter out 95% of particles that are larger than 0.3 microns. The most harmful particle pollutants tend to be about 2.5 microns, so N95s will just protect you based on filtration abilities. Additionally, cloth and surgical masks will also provide some level of protection from the larger sizes of particles. Dual and triple layered cotton masks where the material has a tight weave are best, and these masks must be fitted properly so that no gaps allow polluted air to get in. A central filtering layer, such as one of these, which is removable and interchangeable, will significantly increase the filtration abilities of a cloth mask. However, the issue is these filters need to have substantial coverage, and many times they are too small. While N95 masks are the best choice possible, if you are in a situation without those, any type of mask is better than nothing to filter out wildfire pollution. If you live in a wildfire-prone area, or really anywhere, because wildfire pollution can proliferate so easily, it is essential to stay attentive and be prepared for incidences of wildfire smoke. In addition to having masks on hand, you should monitor the air quality of your area through websites such as IQ Air or Purple Air. So to conclude, let's review our different kinds of masks. We have our N95 mask with exhalation valves. This is good for wildfire smoke, but not good for COVID-19. However, add a surgical mask over it, and you're good for COVID-19. And now we have another N95. This is specifically a Pleats Plus design N95 mask. It does not have exhalation valves, and it is tightly fit in your face in a puff-like shape. This type of mask is good for both wildfire smoke and COVID-19. Here we have a KN95 mask, still nicely wrapped up. This is good for wildfire smoke and for COVID-19. Here we have a KF94 mask. It puffs out also. This is, again, good for wildfire smoke or COVID-19. And here we have our lovely surgical mask from earlier, and we also have another type of surgical mask that, rather than ear loops, has ties. These are both good for COVID-19, but they aren't good for wildfire smoke. However, they are well fit to my face, so they are better than nothing. And finally, we have our filtration layer, which is good for increasing the efficacy of cloth masks when it comes to wildfire smoke or COVID-19. And with that, please like this video, subscribe if you'd like to see more. I am always taking any questions or suggestions to inspire future videos. And, well, stay safe, wear a mask. I'll see you later. God damn it.